Hello everyone, welcome to Sugar Moon Tarot. I appreciate you stopping by. And today we are going to do how they really feel and your overall connective energies. This is a pick a pile. So take a moment, pause the video, take a look and see which one you'd like to do. We have an angel. We have a little elephant. And we have a little turtle. So just take a moment. Okay, the timestamps will be below. So we're going to get started and we're going to start with the angel. Okay, I've already pulled the cards. So we're going to start with the overall energy that's going back and forth between you and your person. And we have the Magician and the Mirror. Okay, with it coming up saying the Mirror here, sometimes this could be a twin flame relationship. So keep that in mind. If you're a twin flame, this may be for you. We have the fire, we have the water. You could be dealing with a fire, water sign. But the Magician here is just all about wanting to manifest. He's got all of the tools in his bag. He has everything he needs, and he's ready just to bring it to the table. He's got clear intentions. He wants things to happen, and he wants things to come to light. That is the energy that's going back and forth between you and your person. We also have the man holding the coin. So if you're the male energy, this could be you sitting here saying, yes, I'm ready to do this. I'm wanting to go. If you are maybe more of the feminine energy and you're waiting on the masculine energy to show up for you, well, they're sitting here saying, it looks like to me, they have the look on their face, I'm ready, baby, I'm on my way. So this is really fantastic. I think you're both definitely on the same page there with ready to move this forward. Okay, let's get how you're thinking about them. And you can switch those energies if you need to. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. This is indecision, but I think that what you're thinking about is, are they ever going to show up? I feel waiting on this. I know this is not typically the waiting card, but this person is just looking out the window like, are they ever going to come? I feel like you've been waiting forever. I mean, this little world is here. It's like, what have they done? Gone around the entire world a couple of times waiting to come back to me? That you finally just put down one of your wands and just leaned it over in the corner because you're just so frustrated. I think that this is you being just over it, like waiting. I'm over waiting. I've had enough of that already. That's really how I feel about that. The Ace of Swords, you have some kind of knowing in your mind. You probably know for sure that you are a match and that you are a partner, especially if you're twin flames, because there's nothing like the knowing of twin flames. When you know, you know. So I feel like that's why you have been willing to sit and wait and look out the window for so long, because you just have this knowing. It's meant to be, and I know it, and I don't really have a choice except just to sit down, because it's like something inside of you won't let you just move forward, because you have this knowing that they are on their way and that they're going to show up. We have the Four Cups. Here's you again. Okay, it's like, well, I went outside and waited for a while. I'll go back in the house and look out the window for a while. It's just kind of like you're just like, oh, geez, you're over it. You're over the waiting. I feel such frustration with you right now. It's like if they don't hurry up and show up, I feel like all this red back here, I almost feel like internally you feel like you're just going to explode if they do not get off their tails and just come forward. It's like you just can't hardly take it anymore. That's how I feel with you around that. But you're manifesting it, they're manifesting it, and the manifestation between the both of you is this person showing up with their coin. So hopefully the waiting is almost over. Now let's see what your person feels. Again, flip these if you need to. Well, here's your person. Here they are. They are coming forward. That's how they feel. They want to bring you an offer. This is the king. We're not talking about a page here that is just kind of starting to think about it. No, the king knows what he wants. The king knows business. The king doesn't play around. When the king decides, the king decides. And it's kind of like it's my way or it with the king sometimes. And that's a good energy to have in their feelings, because it's like they know they've loaded up their stuff and they're headed your way. That's what's in their feelings. Knight of Swords. Oh gosh, the waiting is over. I think they're coming in fast. They're coming in with their coin. They're showing up all, look, see, they're just dressed up to the hilt here. They're coming in to impress you. They're riding in fast, and they are ready and willing to work on it. The Eight of Pentacles, they've been working on themselves. Oh, this feels like a twin flame situation. They've been working on themselves, and they are so ready to show up for you. Oh, wow, that's great. That's beautiful. Okay. Then I ask, what does your person know to be true? Just one thing that is unchangeable for them. What do they know to be true? And we have, I love these little cards. We have the raccoon here. It's the Page of Feathers, and it says exploration and discovery. You know what? They want to discover you. Oh, I just heard this song in my head. Discovering you, discovering me, something like that is the words of it. Anyway, you may know what song I'm talking about. They want to just touch every part of your body and discover you again. That's what I feel, but in a whole brand new way. You know, raccoons they're so fun. I don't know if you have raccoons in your parts of the world where you're at, but definitely here, of course, you can tell by my voice, I'm in the South. And when we go camping and things, these little raccoons, they're so cute. They'll just come up, they have little hands, and they'll come and you can feed them marshmallows, and they just love to look at things, and they climb around and they play with you. They're playful and they're fun and they're really curious and they get into things. And so this is really wonderful. Your person wants to rediscover you all over again. We have the Chariot. They know to be true that they want to move this forward and they want to rediscover you. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Beautiful, Angel Paul. Okay. I got messages from your person. My mind and heart always comes back to you. You've been in my dreams. Oh, wow. Again, this for me tells twin flames dream about each other a lot. I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. Okay, so they're just been thinking along things. You feel like home to me. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm more affected than you know. Oh, I love this. I love this. Okay, and then the last thing that I asked was just some advice, and we've got the Three of Autumn, and so for me this is just it says both of these talk about your career, so it could be a confirmation for some of you that you work together with this person, or you may have a business together, or something along that line. I don't really mix career in with my love readings, but it just, since they're both talking about career, it could confirm things for some of you. But this one is just be cheerful. Increase your intelligence. Be a little mischievous. See, these little raccoons are as cute as they can be, but they're just a little mischievous. They're playful. I think you need to play with your person, flirt with your person, get the fun mischievousness stuff back. I love that. Study. I'm sure you are. You're watching tarot readings. You're probably studying, but it just look up things and just anything you can do. And it doesn't even have to be about your person. Just study on personal growth or something that you've always wanted to learn that's not even related to anything to do with your person or tarot or whatever. Just start learning things and improve your mind space. Okay. And then this is just about showing off your talents. So whatever talent that you have, and look, you know, the beautiful flowers back here, somebody could be a photographer or a painter or an artist, or you may have pets or whatever. Increase your talents, and they will, your person will come back to you faster than you know. This was beautiful. Okay, Angel Pile, that's all I have for you. That was wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to the elephant. Pile 2. Okay, we're going to get the overall energy between you and your person. And we have the sun. Wow, can you get any better than that right off the bat? That is absolutely beautiful. And this is energy that you both have for each other. And here's the other one. Blossoming abundance. Something is growing rapidly. Blossoming, the sun is coming out, things are growing, things have been illuminated. If there's been secrets and things that you've needed to learn about, then things have come to light. I think where all of the rain has been, the sun is finally shining. You're probably experiencing a lot of happiness. If if you are possibly a twin flame, you might go back to the angel pile because there was some twin flame things in there. But sometimes I feel a little bit of a twin flame here as well. And the reason why is because I know I'm a twin flame, so I understand all that dynamic. But there are times that even though nothing is happening on the outside, you can just feel in your spirit this overwhelming love and joy and happiness. It just like it comes out of nowhere. It's like the sun finally came out and your person's nowhere around, but you just feel it in your energy. That could be what this is. You could just be feeling this overabundant joy because you know that the return is very close. So I really love that. And the thing is, keep in mind, they're feeling the same way. This is your connective energy. They feel the exact same way you do. Okay, this is how you're feeling. Let's see. Yeah, this is how you're feeling right now. And we have the waiting card. This is a lot like pile 1 or the angel pile. So you might really want to go back and watch that again. There's been some waiting, although I feel like that, you've just been looking out into this, watching the sunset. And I think you're just, the difference is here, I don't think you're as frustrated as waiting as the other group was. I feel like that you're like, okay, fine. If I've got to wait, then I'm going to grab my surfboard and I'm going to at least go enjoy the sunset. I feel like that, yeah, you're waiting and you've been waiting, but you may be in a little better place about it. You're not as frustrated and you're outside and you're up and you're doing things. I think you've been working on yourself a lot. I feel this is a little bit more, I don't want to say advanced, that's not it, but just you're coming into yourself really right there. Okay. The Hermit, you have spent a lot of time reevaluating who you are and this partnership. I think you've done so much self-healing. Your person's not really even in your energy all that much, to be honest with you. You think about them. You still love them. You want them to come back, but you have been self-focused a lot lately, I feel like. And so just being enlightened, and see, you're getting enlightened and the sun's coming up, and here's the sun. You've had a lot of light shed on things in your life. I think you've had some answers to some questions that you've had for a long time, and you've just had a lot of self-discovery. And although you still are waiting, you're waiting with a purpose. So I think that's the difference between just waiting, just sitting and being frustrated and just like, is your person ever going to come back? I don't think you're in that energy. I think that you are waiting, like I just said, waiting with a purpose. You are making the time count for you. I really love that. And then we have the death and the rebirth card. So I think the old you has faded away. And here's the sun again coming up right here. The new you is coming into being. You may have questions if this person is going to come back. You may not even want them anymore. I don't honestly feel a whole lot of their a lot of you, their energy in your thoughts and feelings. I do believe you love them, you care about them, you want them back, but I don't know, you might kind of be more in a take it or leave it kind of space. Okay, let's see where they're at. Well, here's the Seven of Swords. Okay, so we know that the Seven of Swords is that this is the yuck energy of the deck, okay? This is sneaky behavior, manipulative, stealing something, robbing something, lying, cheating, thieving, all of those things. It is all of those things. Everything negative that happened to you. Well, if they did all of these things to you, it's not bothering you anymore. You've moved on past it. You have made peace with everything, and you have been enlightened, and you have overcome. Your person, it's still in their energy. I don't feel like that they're not in the same enlightened space that you are. That doesn't mean they can't get there, but there's something they're still feeling around that. I think they know that they need to change, they need to do better. We've got the sun coming out here, so I think they're one step behind you. You're here in this enlightened space, this new energy going deep within, transforming. I think you've already you're pulling them, you're pulling your person, because they're not quite out of this energy yet. They may still have some guilt, some shame around all of that. They also, the other side to this is that they may be past all of that behavior if they had it, but the other flip side to that is they could just be being secretive on how they feel about you. That's another thing. If they may, because we have the Empress here. And so I definitely think they see you as the person that you have become. All of the changes you've made in your life, they see it. They know it. They recognize it. If you're not together or they don't ever run into you, they're either looking on your social media and they see a change in you, or they may just feel it, especially if you're twin flames. They can just feel this uplifting change in you. And so they may just be being a little sneaky about trying to find out what you're up to, because they can feel the shift and the change. So there's a couple of different things around that, and I might get a clarifier on that, okay? So they're definitely seeing you as the Empress. The Three of Pentacles, I think that they're wanting to come back together with you. They're wanting to form this team, this bond, this union. For me, this is also very much of a prayer card, because it's like you, your person, and the divine as the trio in this teamwork, the Three Pentacles here. I always see it like that too. So they may be prayerful and longing and hoping and wanting. But let me get a clarifier on this Seven of Swords and see if we can find out just a little bit more about that. Tell me about the Seven of Swords right there. The Magician. I think they're changing that behavior. They're trying to transform and change anything that they've done in the past. I think that's ending. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's a slow change. It may have been some deep-rooted things in their heart space that they really wanted to transfer and transform. So, but it's coming forward. It's slow, but it's changing. So I would feel pretty good about that. Okay, then I ask, what do they know to be true about you? An unchangeable knowing that they have. And we have the Two of Feathers, which this says decisions and directions. So they know that they have made the decision to come forward, or they know they need to. There's something about direction and decisions. They know they need a new direction. I feel like you are their compass, that you step into more of enlightenment and they just follow suit. I feel like they just follow you. They're intrigued by you and they follow your ideas of life, and they can see this transformation in you, and they're so intrigued by it that they have made a decision to take the same direction that you're taking with their life. I think that they know that they want to follow you. That's what I feel like. And then we have the Page of Acorns, and this is discovery and enthusiasm. I feel like they know, again, to be true, that they want to discover what you know. They want your peace. They want your enlightenment. You have something that they want as far as just a spiritual enlightenment. I feel that you are very enlightened, and your person wants to be, and they're very intrigued by it, and they're trying to change things. Okay, so they know that you are a teacher for them. I do believe that you are a teacher for them. Okay, I ask messages from your person. Is it possible to forgive and forget? That's for you to decide, but I can tell you that as enlightened as you are, once a person becomes that enlightened, the answer on that is always yes, because the more enlightened you are, the more forgiving you are. I can still feel you. Yeah, of course they do. They long for you all the time. I'm not the same person that you remember. Yeah, that's true, because they are really trying to discover more about who they are and who you are as a partnership. I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. Oh, good. Okay, so, well, when I said, oh, good, I don't mean, oh, good that they treated you bad. I meant, oh, good that they are owning it. That they are finally seeing something. If they have been blaming you or being defensive or things like that, they're finally having some glimmers of owning their behavior back here. There were some things that they did, and they may have just not wanted to believe it was their fault, or they didn't care, they weren't looking within. But see, they're changing that now, because now they're owning it, and that is a very huge step, because behind that then will follow all this enlightenment. So what I feel, let me see the advice we have here. We have the 6th of summer. This is about just being, let's see what this says here. This is about just memories, having good memories and balancing out memories, and probably forgiveness. This is a lot of things about being playful in childhood. And so I think the advice here is just, I believe you're already doing it. And that is just go. Just go and enjoy childhood friends and your siblings and your family and your parents, or maybe travel back to your childhood home and just really bring up, it says something about just rebalancing any bad or sad memories that you had, and just moving forward with a playful attitude. Okay, and then we have be assertive, be yourself, the Geico here. So yeah, you're just coming into your own. I feel like this group right here has, one of you is really enlightened. I think you've gone through it, but it's kind of like you've just been there, done that, and you don't really have any negative energy in you at all. One of you. The other one is a step behind. They're not where you are yet. And I'm saying you because I feel like the viewer is the enlightened one. It could be the other way around. But if you're waiting on your person to step into themselves and discover who they are and all those things, it's happening. It's happening right now. They're not there yet, but it is happening. And so we're definitely going. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with this group, but I feel great improvement. So that's fantastic. Okay, so that's the elephant. We love that. I feel like I just followed 2 different waves of twin flames. like there's 2 sets of twin flames. I had to get a drink, I'm sorry. Okay, now we have the turtle. I love that little turtle. I got this turtle in Grand Cayman. Okay. So now we are going to do the same thing with pile 3, and we are going to get an overall energy back and forth between you and your person. Okay, so what we have first of all is we have anxiety. So you and your person are both feeling this overwhelming anxiety. For me, this is along the lines of the 9 of Swords, just up in your head. You can't sleep at night. You're anxious. You're worried. You're upset. You're nervous. There could even be some depression on here. This is, for me, when I see this is what fear over faith looks like when you're living in fear. You've got to transfer that. It should be faith over fear. So you're going to have to flip that back around. We all do this. not pointing fingers. Oh, I'm the world's worst. Believe me, I seem to look like that a lot sometimes. But I do tell myself that. That's my advice that I give to myself. Am I living in fear right now, or am I living in faith? And then that will transfer my thoughts. So there's a lot of anxiety going on between both of you in your mind space, and that's just something that you're just going to have to work through. Okay, the other one here is community. And this is this is the people that are around you, your support system, your angelic beings. You have a lot of support in your community around you. You have friends, you have sisters, you have brothers, you have parents, you have co-workers, children, whoever your support system, they're there. And you need to lean on them, and you need to go to them, and you don't have to tell them everything that you're feeling, but just go be around them. Get in their energy. You've got really positive energy people around you. I also think this is your spiritual support system. This is the spirit, God, the divine, your angels, Jesus, everyone that you believe in, whoever that may be. And that's everybody is surrounding you right now, because they're trying to get you to find faith again. Have faith. That's the way I feel. You and your person. Okay? So let's get your overall feelings right now about this situation. We have judgment, we have justice, and we have Page of Wands. Okay, I think especially with the judgment and the justice being here, you may still be in a place where you feel wronged by your person. I think so. You may even be blaming yourself. You're blaming them. There's still a lot of blame going on here. And I think you're really waiting for the scales to be balanced and for something fair to happen. You're calling in fairness. This has got to end. Whatever it is that's going on between you and your person, I feel like that you just feel like you got the short end of the deal. And you're ready for it to end. See, this is your spirit just calling out to your community. I do feel like that you're really in a very difficult mind space right now. There may have been a lot of hurt. There may have been a lot of betrayal. I think you've got a lot of fear. There's just so much going on. And I do think you're calling out to your community because you're asking for some things to change here. You want a judgment on this situation. You want it to be declared to be over. I think you want out of this space. And this is your spirit lifting up. See, when you're feeling like this and you're crying and you're on the floor and you're down and out, your inner self and your spirit is reaching to the heavens. This is your inner self coming out, and you're being blessed and you're being transformed, even though you don't feel like it. See, you just feel like all you can see is this anxiety and this desperation here, but your inner self, your soul, is reaching and being transformed. So just know that every time that you're upset or you're asking for the divine to help you, it is being noticed. And it is happening. It's just all happening internally. So you're just going to have to find that faith again, that things are happening in the way that they should. The scales are being balanced. Justice is being served, and something fair is going to take place in this situation. I think with the Page of Wands here, this person and this person is the same to me. See? When you find your faith and you finally just allow the divine to work in you and you become more enlightened and you become more spiritually fulfilled, then you can be this happy-go-lucky person just ready for a new beginning. So I do believe that's happening. That is happening. It's going to happen. It's in your spirit. I think that you're just in a really sad, difficult place with your person right now and in your heart and in your mind. But it's going to change, I do believe, because we do have the justice here. Okay, so what are they thinking? Well, We have the Hangman, so they're trying to be enlightened about some things. They may have treated you very unfairly. I know that you at least feel like that. They may have really done some hurtful things to you. They are trying to get a new perspective. I think they're really being shown your perspective of things. They're looking at it from a different angle and from a different way, and they're probably about to just have this great aha moment. There's some wounds between the two of you. I think they're seeing what they did and the hurt that they caused, and they understand that you're hurt. They know you are. They are too. I believe they are too. Because, I mean, when a person goes around and just purposely hurts other people, they do feel it eventually. And I think they're starting to feel that. And we've got a couple of good news here. We have the sun. The sun enlightens everything. It shines light. It gives the right perspective. It changes the anxiety. It brings fairness with justice. It allows, see, the sun is coming back out again. It brings hope and it brings peace. So the sun is shining on this entire situation, and anything that has been damaged is going to be healed here. I feel that there's a lot that needs to be healed in this particular situation, but the divine is very much in this. I see the divine all over this. I see the divine here. I see the divine here. I see the divine in the sun. And their thoughts about you are this, the Ten of Cups. So through it all, they love you. They really, truly do love you very, very much. And I believe they feel your love, because I do believe that you still love them. If you didn't love them, you wouldn't be so anxious and upset about it. It may be distorted, the love. It may be confused because it's heartbreak also included in that. But you do have love for them, and that love's going to shine with the sun. It's going to bring it all out again. It's going to make everything clear again, and it's going to heal everything. But they do have a lot of love for you. Okay, I ask, what is it that they know to be true about you that is unchangeable? And this is the Ace of Crystals. This is like the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. Manifestation. They want to bring you an offer. And the offer at this point just could be trying to balance things with you. The offer could be an apology. It could be, I'm not sure what the offer is. You'll probably know what the next step is that needs to happen. It could just be talking again, but they have it on their mind, and this is what they know to be true that's unchangeable, is that they want to make you some kind of an offer. We also have the Five of Shells, which is a lot like the Five of Cups, but in this particular deck, it symbolizes hope. And I think that is what this one word, hope, for me is kind of like this sun right here. This sun is bringing hope to this situation again. There is hope here because there's love between the two of you. There's just been some really, I think some really earth-shaking things that has happened in your relationship that caused a lot of wounds. But there's going to be healing that comes forth. So I feel a lot of divine intervention over this. A lot. Okay, let's get a message from your person. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. Yes, they would have. Because they never would have hurt you if they could redo it. Because now they're seeing the truth. And they know what they did. They would not have made that choice again. I still love you. Yes, they do. The Ten of Cups is here. They absolutely do. I'm a better person because of you. That's really beautiful right there. Okay, now let's get some advice for you. And we have the Queen of Autumn. And up here it says thoughtful, caring, creative. I think this is, you need to take care of yourself. Give yourself a break. Be thoughtful to yourself. Take care of yourself. And I know that we always hear that a lot in tarot about self-healing and self-improvement, but it really is true. You have to get yourself balanced before anything else will work. So you've got to balance out your emotions and balance out your energies, and then the rest of the world and the rest of your world in your circle will all start balancing. I just had this vision in my mind, and I don't even have a way to really show you or draw it out. But sometimes if you've ever seen a picture of maybe sound waves, where you have the center focus and then there's just circles where the sound waves go out, okay? That's how it is. You have to start with you, which is the center here. And when you're balanced in the center, then the next layer will be balanced like a sound wave, and then the next layer will be balanced, and then the next layer will be balanced. And over time, you'll just get your whole world will become balanced. But if you're not balanced in the center, it's never going to be balanced outside of that. So that's why it's always talking about just going back to yourself. It has to start there. And you're going to stay in that space until you get balanced enough to be able to expand out into your relationships and different things. So yes, focus on yourself. I hope that made sense what I was saying. That was just the vision I had in my mind there. Okay, and then we have the 8 of Summer, which is the kangaroo. And it was just, I just kind of skimmed what it said down here. And it's basically just about moving around, moving forward, moving on. Moving on does not mean moving on from your person. It means moving on from this. Move on from anxiety. Get out of that. And let your divine spirit team help you with that. Do one thing for yourself today that you didn't do yesterday. And tomorrow do 2 things for yourself that you didn't do yesterday. And before you know it, you'll be completely out of this energy. It'll move quickly. It'll move through quickly. Okay? I don't know. This seemed pretty heavy to me and pretty deep. There seemed like there was a lot of wounds for this group right here. And it may have been fresh energy, or it just may have been so much back and forth stuff that I feel like that you may have both of you are kind of just cratering right now. But I do feel so much the divine intervention over this whole thing. And I think it's just going to get transformed and changed very quickly. Just breathe and enjoy the pretty day as best you can. And I really wish you well over this. Let me know which pile you chose and if it resonated with you. And that's all I got for you. So thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.